Hello, everyone. God bless you. I would like to share what I heard from the Holy Spirit this morning. Today is December 13, 2024. I heard, bewailed her virginity. This is in the book of Judges, chapter 11, verse 38. And I'm going to tell you a brief description of the story that happens in this chapter. You can read it on your own if you like. This is regarding a mighty man of valor. His name was Jephthah. And he was the son of a harlot, and his dad was Gilead. And his brethren thrust him out of his father's house because he was the son of a strange woman, of a harlot. And they said that he was not going to inherit from his father's house. And so he moved to another land, to the land of Tob, to live. And after a while, the children of Ammon came against the children of Gilead, like they wanted to make war against them. And the elders of Gilead went to Jephthah to make him captain over them because he was a mighty man of valor. And he said, "Will you make me head over you, captain over you?" And they said yes, that the God of Israel was their witness, that they were gonna make him head over them. And so he agreed to go to battle with them and fight against the children of Ammon. And so, but before he went, he made a vow unto the Lord. He went and asked the Lord if he wins the battle, he was going to offer and sacrifice the first person that came out of his house when he returned from the battle. And so he did win the battle. And the first person that came out when he was coming to his house, the first person that was coming out with timbrels and dances was his only daughter, to receive him because he was back safe to his house. And so he told his daughter that he opened his mouth before the Lord and he offered and sacrificed the first person that came out of the house, and that was her. And so the daughter asked him if she could go with her companions, her friends, to bewail her virginity in the mountains. And he told her to go. And so in verse 38 it says, "And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companions and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains." Now I'm going to read another verse. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4 to 6. "When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands?" And I believe the reason that the Lord gave me this phrase was to share my story, because he put it in my heart. And about 10 to 12 years ago, when the Lord called me back to Him, and I repented of all the sin that I was in. I felt so much gratitude. I felt like the sheep that went astray, that He left the 99 for me. And I made a vow unto the Lord, because all the gratitude that I felt in my heart, it was so much, and because He brought me out of the miry clay. And so I made a vow unto the Lord that I was not gonna eat any meat of any animal. And but after a while, that I maybe 1 month, 2 months, that I was eating vegetarian food, I was getting so many criticism from my family. And this is not to say bad things about my family, it's just to tell my story. The Lord wants me to tell it. And so they wanted me to eat protein, that I was not eating protein, and I was telling them all food has protein, not just meat. And so I felt, to appease my family, I felt I should just eat fish. And so I went and told the Lord that I was just gonna eat fish. And maybe 2, 3 months after eating just fish, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "You said no meat." And I felt the fear of the Lord, a godly fear, because He's a consuming fire. He's a judge. And so I repented. I didn't know about this verse in Ecclesiastes back then. And so I repented, and the Lord wanted me to tell this story. This is why I'm telling it. And so just in case anybody makes a vow unto the Lord, I just want to tell you, defer not to pay it, because He has no pleasure in fools. And I don't want to be a fool, and I don't want to be sent to the pit of hell either. So this is my story. I pray this this blesses you, and you receive this into your heart, and you can read this story at your own time. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make His face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you and give you peace. Shalom, brothers and sisters.